In today's episode of Tales of the Unexpected, we delve into a story that profoundly challenges our notions of justice, vengeance, and the human condition. We travel to the tranquil towns of 1980s West Germany, where a single mother's world is turned upside down by a harrowing crime. This is the story of Marianne Bachmeier, a tale that begins with an unimaginable tragedy and leads to a courtroom drama that captured the attention of a nation and the world. Marianne's journey from a grieving mother to a figure of controversy sparks a debate that still resonates today. What drives a person to take justice into their own hands? How does a society grapple with the complex interplay of law, morality, and personal retribution? Join us as we unravel the layers of this extraordinary story, a narrative that explores the depths of a mother's love and the lengths she will go to for her child. Marianne Bachmeier's life was marked by challenges and hardships long before the fateful events that thrust her into the public eye. Born in 1950 in the small town of Sarstedt, Marianne's early life was shadowed by a difficult family environment, and her father, a former member of the Waffen-SS, became a stern and often inebriated figure at home after World War II. The familial discord led to Marianne leaving home at a young age, facing the world alone with resilience and determination. Her life took a series of tumultuous turns. Young and vulnerable, Marianne first became a mother at the tender age of 16, only to be cast out by her stepfather. Struggling to find stability, she encountered further heartache and betrayal, enduring an assault that led to her second pregnancy. Despite these trials, Marianne showed remarkable strength, fighting for justice against her assailant. Amidst this turmoil, a ray of light appeared in Marianne's life. Her daughter Anna, born into a world far from ideal. Anna became the center of Marianne's universe. Their bond was one of deep love, a beacon of hope in Marianne's otherwise stormy existence. Yet, the demands of single motherhood in a society that offered little support to women like Marianne posed constant challenges. Marianne's relationship with Anna's father, Christian Berthold, was fraught with complications, and her work at their pub often kept her away from Anna. As we peel back the layers of Marianne's past, a picture emerges of a woman battling against the tides of societal and personal adversity. Her story is a testament to the struggles faced by many women of her time, a narrative that sets the stage for the heartbreaking events that would soon unfold. Tragedy struck on a seemingly ordinary day in May 1980. Marianne's world was shattered when Anna, a lively 7-year-old with her whole life ahead, didn't return home. The frantic search that ensued ended in the most devastating way possible. Anna's life was cruelly cut short, her body discovered, discarded by a canal, a victim of a heinous crime. The perpetrator, Klaus Grabowski, a 35-year-old butcher with a sinister past, emerged as the prime suspect. The revelation of Grabowski's identity sent shockwaves through the community. This was a man with a disturbing history of sexual offenses, a history that included the sexual abuse of young girls. After his imprisonment, he underwent an extreme measure, castration in 1976, followed by hormone therapy. But these actions did little to curb his dangerous tendencies. His past crimes, including a probation sentence for the strangulation death of another child, painted a chilling picture of a repeat offender, a threat to any child he crossed paths with. As the details of Anna's final hours came to light, the horror of what she endured became apparent. Grabowski had held her captive, ultimately taking her life in a desperate bid to silence her. His defense, a claim of hormonal imbalance and a fear of being accused of assault, did little to mitigate the gravity of his actions. The community, already reeling from the loss of a child, now had to grapple with the reality of a predator in their midst. This tragic event not only devastated a mother, but also raised serious questions about the effectiveness of the justice system in dealing with sexual offenders. The case against Grabowski was set to be a trial, not just of a single man, but of the system's ability to protect the most vulnerable. The atmosphere in the Lubeck courtroom on March 6, 1981, was charged with tension, yet marked by an understated calm. It was the third day of Klaus Grabowski's trial, and Marianne Bachmeier, fueled by a tumultuous mix of grief and anger, was among the few present. In a moment that would etch itself into the annals of legal history. Marianne, concealing a .22 caliber Beretta, approached Grabowski with resolute determination. She fired 8 shots, 7 of which found their mark, instantly ending the life of the man accused of murdering her daughter. This singular act of retribution stunned those in attendance and rippled through the nation, challenging the very foundations of justice and law. The courtroom, a place emblematic of order and legal process, had become the stage for an act of raw, personal vengeance. Marianne, once a grieving mother, had transformed into an agent of her own form of justice, igniting a debate that would extend far beyond the confines of the courtroom. In the aftermath, Marianne was apprehended without resistance, her actions resonating deeply with many who learned of her story. There was an outpouring of public sympathy, a reflection of the complex interplay of emotions surrounding the case. Marianne's act, while violent and unlawful, touched a chord with those who felt the justice system had failed to protect the innocent and punish the guilty adequately. As Marianne Bachmeier faced the consequences of her actions, the public grappled with difficult questions about justice, revenge, and the role of the legal system. Her case became a symbol of a mother's profound love and the extreme lengths to which she would go to avenge her child. In the wake of the courtroom drama, the trial of Marianne Bachmeier began amidst a divided public opinion. Many saw her as a symbol of a mother's unyielding love, driven to the edge by a system that failed to deliver justice. Others viewed her actions as a dangerous precedent, a step towards anarchy, where personal vendetta overrides law and order. Marianne, charged with manslaughter, found herself at the heart of a national debate on justice and retribution. During her trial, details of Marianne's tumultuous life and the depth of her anguish over Anna's death were laid bare. The defense argued against premeditation, portraying Marianne's act as the culmination of unbearable grief and a mother's instinct to protect her child, even posthumously. The prosecution, while sympathetic to her loss, emphasized the sanctity of the legal process and the dangers of vigilante justice. Ultimately, the court found Marianne guilty of manslaughter, sentencing her to 6 years in prison, of which she served 3. The verdict was met with mixed reactions: relief by those who saw it as a just punishment, and dismay by those who believed her actions were justified. Marianne's sentence raised questions about the balance between justice and empathy, and the role of personal trauma in the criminal justice system. Her imprisonment marked a somber chapter in her life, yet it did little to quell the public's interest in her story. Marianne Bachmeier became a name synonymous with a mother's love, turned into a quest for vengeance, a narrative that continued to evoke strong emotions. Long after the trials, Marianne Bachmeier's life after the trial was a journey of seeking peace and new beginnings. Released from prison after serving 3 years of her 6-year sentence, she sought to escape the shadow of her past actions and the public eye. In 1985, she found love again and married a teacher. Together, they embarked on a new chapter, moving to Lagos, Nigeria, where they lived in a German expatriate community. This period of her life was marked by a quest for normalcy and healing. However, this semblance of peace was short-lived. By 1990, her marriage had ended, and Marianne moved to Sicily, Italy. There, she found purpose working as an aide in a hospice in Palermo, dedicating herself to helping others in their final moments. This work, though emotionally taxing, seemed to offer her a form of redemption and solace. In the years that followed, Marianne remained a figure of public interest. In 1994, she broke her silence and gave an interview, reflecting on the events that had forever changed her life. She also released an autobiography, an attempt to tell her story in her own words, to reclaim the narrative that had been shaped by media and public speculation. These revelations provided insights into her motivations and the turmoil she endured, but also reignited discussions about her actions and their implications. Marianne Bachmeier's story came to a tragic end in 1996 when she succumbed to pancreatic cancer at the age of 46. In her final days, she expressed a desire to have a reporter document her journey, a last effort to control her story that had been dominated by others' perspectives. Her death marked the end of a life that had been marked by profound tragedy, controversy, and a relentless search for peace. Her story is a poignant reminder of the depths of a mother's love and the lengths to which she may go in the face of unimaginable loss. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, please consider giving us a like and subscribing to Tales of the Unexpected for more incredible tales that challenge our understanding of the world around us. Don't forget to check out 2 more amazing videos we've put up on the screen for you. Each story is a journey into the unexpected, and we can't wait to share more with you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep seeking the extraordinary in the everyday.